Jungkook apologizes and confesses with deep regret. A shocking confession from Jungkook, the youngest member of global group BTS, has shaken the fan community around the world. In an emotional statement delivered near the end of his mandatory military service, Jungkook finally opened up about the mistakes he had been keeping to himself. He admitted to hurting many people, both directly and indirectly, and expressed his apology in a tone full of remorse. The moment became even more touching when Jimin, his bandmate and closest friend, couldn't hold back tears upon hearing the confession. Jungkook's confession wasn't made during a press conference or promotional event, but through an internal message that later circulated among a limited group of HYB staff and official fan communities. In the message, Jungkook revealed that military service was not merely a break from the entertainment world, but a time of contemplation that made him realize many things he had previously ignored. "I know there are things I did or didn't do that may have disappointed those who believed in me," he wrote. "I will not defend myself. I just want to say, I am truly sorry." This statement came without any preceding rumors or scandals, surprising and moving many. For most fans, Jungkook is an almost flawless idol, talented, hardworking, and rarely involved in controversy. Yet this statement revealed another side of him that had long remained hidden, a regular human being burdened by regrets and mistakes. In a closed conversation session with staff and several BTS members present at the military base where they serve, Jungkook directly expressed what was in his heart. Jimin, who sat beside him, could not hold back tears upon hearing the words. He never wants to appear weak, but today he finally opened up. "And that made me realize how much he had been keeping to himself," said Jimin in a trembling voice. Jungkook did not explicitly detail the mistakes he referred to. However, he emphasized that the apology was not due to external pressure, but came from within himself. "All this time, I was too focused on appearing perfect. I was too busy being BTS's Jungkook and forgot about Jungkook as a person. In the process, I hurt those who were sincere to me, including the people working behind the scenes and also fans who always gave unconditional love." The moment quickly spread and became a topic of wide discussion among fans, even though it wasn't laced with negative speculation. On the contrary, many considered Jungkook's confession a mature and courageous step, rarely seen in the South Korean entertainment industry, which heavily emphasizes perfect image and emotional resilience. Jimin, known to be sensitive and very close to Jungkook, later wrote an open letter to fans a few days after the event. In his letter, Jimin said that he felt proud but also very sad. "Jungkook is a younger brother I've always protected. Seeing him finally talk about his wounds and regrets, it broke my heart. But I'm also proud. He chose to be honest. He chose to be human, not just an idol." Reactions from other BTS members also showed how serious the moment was. RM, who is serving at a different military location, sent a personal letter to Jungkook, which was said to contain a brief but profound sentence. "Your sincerity today will be your strength in the future." Meanwhile, Jin and J-Hope gave direct support via phone, stating that they are ready to welcome Jungkook back as a more complete version of himself. One of Jungkook's most touching statements, now widely quoted by fans, is, "Maybe I can't go back to the past to fix everything, but I can choose not to repeat the same mistakes in the future. I just want to be better for the people who still believe in me." Korean pop culture analysts believe that this moment serves as a major lesson, not only for artists but also for the public. We see that even someone with a global reputation like Jungkook is not free from guilt and self-reflection. "This is an important moment in the narrative of public figures in Korea," said Dr. Park Hyunmi, a communication expert from Seoul National University. Jungkook's honesty and bravery to speak openly also sparked a wave of solidarity from ARMY around the world. Fan communities in Japan, the United States, and Europe expressed their support through open messages, art projects, and personal letters addressed to Jungkook and Jimin. Meanwhile, In South Korea, some fan bases even initiated charity events as a form of support for the moral message conveyed by Jungkook. Now, as their military service ends in June 2025, the public awaits the return of Jungkook and Jimin with renewed spirit. But clearly, they will return not just as global superstars, but as individuals who've gone through a profound emotional maturation. Jimin summarized the feelings of many fans, and perhaps himself, in one sentence he uttered at the end of his letter. "Today we cried, not because we are weak, but because we finally dared to be honest with ourselves." And that is the first step to becoming stronger. With emotions still lingering and support continuing to flow, the public now awaits not just a musical comeback, but the return of two friends who have journeyed through a path of maturity, together for each other. The emotional statement from BTS's Jungkook and Jimin's tearful response have shaken digital spaces with astonishing speed and intensity. Within hours, snippets of messages, screenshots, short video clips, and narrative interpretations flooded social media. But behind this emotional surge, one big question arises. Did this really happen? Or are we witnessing a narrative designed to evoke mass sympathy and strategically rebuild an idol's image? This question isn't meant to accuse or condemn, but to invite you, readers and fans, to pause and think more deeply. We live in an era of fast and not always accurate information. News of Jungkook's apology and Jimin's tears has spread through various channels: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and online community platforms like Weverse. But the question is, have we verified the sources? Who first spread this news? Is there any official documentation from the agency or clarification from those involved? So far, there has been no official statement from HYB labels explicitly confirming the message or the event. So, why are so many of us so quick to accept this information as absolute truth? Is it because we miss our idols who are currently absent from the entertainment scene? Or because we have become accustomed to consuming emotions without tracing the origin of the information? As a public figure, Jungkook certainly bears great moral responsibility for his image and the messages he conveys. However, in this context, it's important to ask, is it possible that this narrative of regret is part of a deliberately orchestrated emotional strategy? Considering the timing, close to the end of military service, a major turning point in a K-pop artist's career, doesn't this give the public a chance to feel more connected, more emotionally tied, and ultimately more ready to welcome a highly anticipated comeback? Meanwhile, Jimin's reported reaction of crying upon hearing Jungkook's confession also has yet to be independently verified. Many of these sources rely only on fan site narratives, unofficial quotes, or fan community forums with questionable credibility. So let's reflect together. Are we following facts or just consuming a story designed to move our hearts? We cannot turn a blind eye to recurring patterns in the South Korean entertainment industry. Emotional issues that arise near comebacks, new albums, or major projects are nothing new. In this context, it's crucial to ask whether this apology and the accompanying tears emerged organically or are part of intentionally crafted media timing. Who benefits if this narrative spreads widely? The fans? The agency? Or the social media algorithms that favor touching and dramatic stories? We understand that many of you may want to believe this is all real, that Jungkook truly cried in silence, and Jimin genuinely sobbed from deep empathy for his friend. But let's place our hopes in reality, not merely in the sentimental pull of a narrative. Do we truly love the truth? Or do we just love the story that makes our hearts tremble, even if its truth remains unclear? In this matter, the role of media and content creators cannot be ignored. Many viral contents about this incident originate from sources with no official authority. Video titles like "Jungkook finally apologizes while crying" or "Jimin can't hold back tears when Jungkook speaks" are widely spread without sufficient factual verification. Do we realize that such emotional consumption can be a powerful tool for manipulation?